this person is just thinking and contemplating, like, did that really just happen the way it did? Did I really allow that to happen? I can't believe I did that. That's the energy. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Thank you for being here. I am Mystic Alchemy. I just heard, why did I do that? And now I'm hearing, did I do that? You remember Steve Urkel? Did I do that? I just heard that. Okay, so this person is like recognizing now what they've done, what they did. And they weren't in their right mind. They weren't in their right mind. And they're really feeling regretful about it. Like, there's so many things that they could have done that they didn't. There's so many chances that they had that they didn't take. And now they feel haunted by the thoughts of not being with you. Haunted by the thoughts of not being with you. I just imagine someone like looking over for you and you're not there. This could have been someone that you were around like a lot, or you had some very meaningful moments with this person, and they're so used to you being there to talk to, or they're so used to picking up the phone and calling you that it doesn't. This feels like no contact, right? And it's like they can't just look over and talk to you. They can't pick up the phone and call you because they severed the tie. They severed the tie. They burned the bridge. Okay, and so the old you is gone and the new you has arisen. And the new you is not with all that they was giving you. The new you has accelerated way past the nonsense, and you just can't. You don't even have any energy on reserve for someone like this. And it's just because they proved themselves. It's not like you wanted this to happen the way it did. However, once you saw what you needed to see, you recognize that, oh, okay, so this is who you are right now. This is who you are. And regardless of if you liked it or not, when you recognized who they were, you knew what you had to do. You knew what was best for you. It may have took you a little bit to do it. However, eventually, you did make that decision for yourself because you recognized what the problem was. And it definitely wasn't you, from what I'm feeling here. Because this person is feeling remorseful for how they treated you. And they're like, I can't believe that I just like really did this to someone that was like there for me. Someone that was there for me. I did this to someone that was actually there to help me and be there for me. I just passed by. I just passed up on an angel in disguise. And that's you. And they know that that's true. They think about it all the time. Because now they're alone, and all of that, it's like everything that they did wrong is crashing down on them. And it feels like they're burning up inside. They're just burning, but they're actually purifying. Because, and that's a good thing. Because it's like burning away all of the weeds inside of them. You know what weeds do. When weeds grow around vegetation or flowers or trees, they'll come up and choke the nutrients from being able to flow to the vegetation and to the flowers that are growing. They'll cut off the circulation in order for the nutrients to reach the other plants and flowers. So that's why people cut weeds. That's why they pull the weeds, because that's what weeds do. I gotta look that up real quick because it's making me think. Hold on. So this person was acting as a weed in your life. They were taking all of your nutrients, all of your energy. They were a vampire, siphoning your good energy for themselves. Let me say, why do weeds grow? Weeds grow because their seeds are easily dispersed and can lie dormant until conditions are favorable for growth, such as compacted soil, bare ground, and specific temperatures or moisture levels, which gives them an opportunistic, that's interesting, an opportunistic advantage over more desirable plants for space, sunlight, water, and nutrients. Opportunistic growth. That means a lot for this message. Weeds are highly tolerant of extreme conditions and will grow wherever there is an available niche, such as cracks in sidewalks, compacted soil, or thin patches in lawn or in a lawn. Okay, it says, okay, let me see. I'm going to read this part. Favorable conditions, why weeds take hold. Okay, weeds thrive in many environments, including areas that are wet, or it says too wet, too dry, overly sunny, or heavily shaded. They often take root in soil that is compacted or deficient of nutrients, where other plants struggle to grow. Okay, so see, this is interesting. So you are the plant with the nutrients, and the weeds grow because they really weren't in the right condition to grow until the nutrients came around, until the healthy energy came around them. The healthy energy is considered you, the healthy plant. And the weeds, they have to siphon from your shine. They have to siphon from what you have to give, because they don't have anything to give. They don't have connection to source. They're weeds, and you would think that they do, but the only connection that they have is if an energy of value comes around them, and then they're thieves. The weeds are thieves. The weeds thief energy, and that's the same thing that this person did to you. And they know that that's what they did, because it's like they took advantage of your kindness and they took it for weakness. And then I just feel like you took it back, because now this person is alone and they're wallowing in that pain that they caused. The pain, it was meant to be inflicted on you. They didn't mean to end up taking on that pain, because it was always meant for you. At least that's how they see it. What makes them hurt the most is the fact that you're okay and you're still doing good for yourself and you still have your mind. Now, if you had lost your mind and you had been calling this person off the hook and acting like Psycho Bob, they wouldn't care. They would throw you by the wayside and say, yeah, of course I left you. Good, I left you in. Get out my face. Don't call my line. Back up. Back up off me, stalker. That's how they would have acted towards you. So because you detached yourself from them and you were stronger than the projections that they were throwing at you, you were able to overcome that magic that they tried to cast over your life. And I can't even just say over you. That's over a whole life. Because that type of energy can leave you depleted to nothing. I'm talking about nothing. And when you get like that, how are you going to create? How are you going to live out your destiny? Now, y'all know that don't make no sense to let somebody do that to you. Yeah, if it hurt, cry. Go ahead. But eventually, you got to stop crying. You can't just cry for that long. You just be crying and you're not going to do nothing. What you supposed to do like that? You can't do nothing. Don't you know that your life is valuable and you're here for a reason? You have to get to that. That's your whole destiny. Don't allow a weed don't allow a weed to suck up all your nutrients, because the longer you stay sad, the more you feed them. The more you feed them, and the more they go check back in every now and again to see if you sad and twisted in a corner. Because if you twisted and sad, then that's perfect. So that means that they're still draining you, and they not even over there with you. They don't even need to be over there no more, because they done got you in their energetic web of lies. So don't get caught up in there. And I see that according to this message, you didn't. The individuals that resonate with this message, you left. You said, I gotta go, because this is not my life. It's not my life. Especially not like this. Right? So it's like, now that this person sees you for real, and they see that you kept going, that is why now they feel so alone. Now they feel so sad. If you was up in that corner twisted, they would have been perfectly fine, and they wouldn't come try to help you. No, they wouldn't. Okay, so just know that. See, that concept alone should help you when it comes to situations like this, when you get into situations with people, no matter who they are, and they purposely are trying to like attack you. Right? They really trying to like completely disable your whole life. When you meet people like this, you just must know that this is their goal. This is why they go so hard to just throw all these subliminals and be all funny style, and you feel it but you don't know what it is, because you haven't. There's times where some of you may not have been able to tap into your discernment like that. You feel it but you can't call it. That moment in time when you go through that is very confusing, because you're trying to figure it out. Like, what is this? Is this, why do I feel like this? Like, but you left. So you did a wonderful service to yourself. You staying with that person is a disservice, or it would have been. So you did a great job by leaving, and now this person is completely and utterly destroyed by the pain that they threw on you. It could all be so simple, but they rather make it hard. Anyway, that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel my vibe, especially if the message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. And you can also join the membership to support me. And for those who do join, I thank you in advance. You are appreciated, and I will see you in the next message.